Hi, I hope you're well. Today I'd like to share a 5-step technique on how to make triggers work for you. Before we continue, there's a surprise at the end of the video because March is my birthday month. So it's for you. Yes, you, the one who's listening to this audio. But for now, let's get into this very important topic. Triggers are everyday occurrences. Especially now we have a health crisis and it's triggering all of us. But I think this physical crisis is much more about ourselves or us as a collective. It's interesting that it's been named as coronavirus. Corona is crown, and in the human being, it's the mind. What comes to me is a crown of thorns. Collectively, our mind is not at peace. There's war outside, but the greater war is happening in our minds. We are hijacked by our emotions. It's ruining a lot of relationships. It's ruining our day. It's calling us to do something for our peace of mind. So I think our situation is not only asking us to keep ourselves physically clean, but to look within and ask ourselves, how are you? How are you feeling? In this discussion, I'm referring to trigger as a sudden negative emotion. How do we handle that? Everything is for us. So a trigger is like a notification. It has a message. And if it comes to you often, then that message is urgent. That emotion is now ready to give you the information. It comes from our subconscious and it's emerging because it is relevant to your present. So it's calling your attention. What we normally do is to avoid or deny it, and we run away from it. We distract ourselves. We do something, hoping that it will go away. Actually, it does subside, but it does not go away. It went back to the subconscious because it's not being dealt with. So it will come back. The thing is, it will come back when we're stressed or when our immune system is very low, and it complicates matters. So the next time you have a trigger, remember EWASH. This technique, it's like washing negative emotions or purifying negative energy, because emotion is energy in motion. That's why it catapults you to action. We flare up, and that's okay. Do not castigate yourself or criticize yourself, or do not put yourself down. Just stop doing that. Let's say you've already done it. It's already out there. You've already shouted and all that. Make sure that you find time on your own. The way to make it work for you instead is, number 1, let's talk about E. Step 1 is to acknowledge your emotion. Stop shoving it under the carpet. This time, sit with yourself and ask, what was that? Now, name the emotion. Once you're able to name the emotion, then you own it. You're taking responsibility for that emotion. Because even if we say, you made me angry, I am sad because of this and that, we're putting the blame on the other person. But then that person, really, they don't even understand us, right? Nobody understands us as well as we can if we sit with ourselves. So what was that you felt? Was that anger? Was that irritation? Was that self-pity? Was that sadness? Name it. Because again, emotion is energy in motion. Catch it, sit with yourself, name it. So it will slow down. You can have a conversation with it. I suggest that when you say angry, you don't say, I am angry. You're not your feelings. You are soul. We are soul. So if we look at ourselves in that way, then the emotion is not us. Our emotion is a natural condition of having a body. It's better to say, it's more accurate when we say, I feel angry, rather than I am angry. You're not, I am this. We're not putting ourselves in that box. Step 2, W is why. Ask the question, why are you here? Anger, irritation. What is it that you want to teach me? What is it that I need to know? Step 3 is A, which stands for attentive. To be attentive to your intuition. In other words, listen to your intuition. Intuition is in our subconscious. And the subconscious is a repository of all our experiences, of all the memories that we have already forgotten. If it's able to bring up the emotion, therefore, it knows the answer to the emotion. That's why it's important to listen to the intuition. Here, you're not analyzing. You're waiting. It will give you a hunch, a sense, a thought, a memory. Follow it. Trust it. How do we listen to intuition? We silence our mind. If you do meditation, then this one is very easy because the mind is already used to the silence. 5 minutes silence every day, 10 minutes, 15 minutes is good until you will like it. You will like doing it. When you get the answer, you have connected the dots and you are satisfied. Sometimes the thoughts, the memory leads you back, way back to something that happened like in your childhood. So that the memory is in your subconscious, and when you are confronted to a similar situation, you are triggered because you're not only responding to the situation of the present, but to the pain of the past that you have suppressed. So understanding where it came from will help you to melt that trigger by going on to the next step. Step 4 is S. It stands for support. Ask for support. Ask for guidance. Ask, what do I need to do? Once you've had the realization already, sometimes it's out of your hands. It seems so. You don't have any idea about how to get out of it or how to solve it. So just ask, what do I need to do? Then just listen again. An answer will be given. Sometimes the answers do not always come to you right away. It may come later in the day, and you will be reminded that you have asked the question. So do not force yourself. Do not force an answer right away. Just lay it out there. At this point, you have extracted the lesson and the treasure of the experience and the emotion. So congratulations. Now it's time to release it. So step 5 is to hand over. H is hand over the pain, the emotion, to spirit. I use the word spirit because spirit is fire. And so you're burning it. You're releasing it. You can do releasing in many ways. You can imagine water flowing. You can imagine a balloon. You're releasing a balloon. Many ways you can use your creativity. The next time you have a trigger, try this. Remember, EWASH. Acknowledge your emotion, ask why, be attentive to intuition, ask for support, and then hand it over to spirit. The first time you do this and you get the fruit, you will notice the relief because the emotion has melted away. So the more you do this, the lighter you will feel. The more and more later on, you'll really experience peace of mind. So good luck. Remember, EWASH. Oh, by the way, the surprise. March is my 50th birthday. And I am celebrating it by releasing my first inspirational book. And I'm giving it away for free. You can get it on Amazon.com. The price should be at 0 from March 15 to 16. Just click on the link on the description box or the message portion. Feel free to avail of it. That's it for now. Take care.